Hello everybody, this is VerticalSandwich, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII after we defeated the game. We've got 100 curse spikes, and we got that by grinding for tri-faces on the island closest to heaven. I wouldn't recommend it. Don't clear out. And there we go, and it'll refine to 1 dark matter, and that'll give Quistis her last limit ability, because I got whispers from mugging adamantoses, and I got a power generator from mugging blitzes, which took forever. It took forever to find a blitz that had it. But anyway, so don't clear out the Deep Sea Research Center until you have 100 curse spikes. Like, without a doubt, get 100 curse spikes and transmit all of them that you want to something other. And this is that crater that I thought didn't exist in time compression, but there it is. I don't know what I was looking at when I said, oh, like it's gone. It's not. It's right there. Alright, so we're gonna run through, and first we have to get Quistis to a point that she can get all limit breaky. So we'll just shoot her with Renoa. That didn't work as well as I expected. Alright, anyway. Okay. So, and you see Renoa has the treatment option as one of her command abilities, and the reason was because one of the things I was killing to get curse spikes was Marbrils, and you need to be able to remove abnormal statuses. Okay, so, well, we were gonna do Laser Eye, but we didn't get to it fast enough, because unlike Odin, Gilgamesh can show up in the middle of fights, and will. And he will do random things. There are like 4 different attacks he can do. And we know Zantetsuken as being the instant death. And like, look at the pieces of these things flying around. But we got Quistis down to where we needed her, so. Alright, here's Ultra Waves. I know we didn't do Laser Eye yet. We're gonna go back to that. Alright, and Electrocute. Really, I mean, just showing these for the sake of showing them. It's creepy, man. I mean, like, who'd want to date her after, you know, you find out she can just shoot lethal, like, things of electricity out of her, or, like, when she does, like, bad breath or fire breath. Like, you know, I don't... level question mark death. Well, we've seen this a bunch of times. This is gonna look exactly like level 5 death and things like that, but we'll show it. That would have been nice if that had been a level multiple 5 character there. Oh, well, it's level question mark death, I'm sorry. Yeah, we've got some mystery fluids. Yay! Now, Degenerator is next. We did this for that Ruby Dragon. I mean, we've seen this before. Oh, by the way, there are some other things I want to go through. We're going to go through all of Quistis' limit breaks and show all those. And then we're going to show the command abilities in GFs that we didn't show. Like, that we never used. Aqua Breath? Is that... You want some aqua... Oh. Yeah. I mean, none of these are particularly startling right now. However, I mean, if you were fighting an enemy who you knew was weak to water, it might work out, or whatever. Micro Missiles. Alright. We get another one in here. Acid. Awesome. Do it, Quistis! Yeah, that's creepy as hell. And she just shoots acid out of her head. And here's Laser Eye. So I said we would get back around it. And look at that. Shoots lasers out of her eyes! That's kind of cool. I did a girl could shoot lasers out of her eyes. I just don't know about the acid out of her head thing. That's kind of a turnoff for me. Gatling gun. Well, here's one we haven't seen. She's had this one for a long time, too. That could have been cooler. Alright, I mean, we're working up to the cool ones, because, like, obviously, Shockwave Pulsar is going to be the best one. I don't think she was, that didn't seem like it was coming out of her mouth. I mean, yeah, she was, like, shooting that out of her hands. Still scary, but not as scary. I don't know. I don't know if it's scary or not. So yeah, so a lot of these would be situationally useful, like if you're fighting like some sort of ice-based monster or something. Like, so here's Bad Breath, and that's definitely coming out of her mouth, and that's gross. All right, and White Wind. Okay, well this isn't gonna hurt the monster at all, but. This is what we got from the Whisper from the Adamantoses, which was completely worth it because the Whispers as an item, they, you can change them over to 50 Kiragas. I mean, 50! I got 8 in the fight with the Adamantoses that I got them from. So. Alright, homing laser. We're down to the last 4 now, people. Now, that did some work. That was cool. Oh. Damn you, Gilgamesh! Now, a Mighty Guard. I mean, that's not gonna do anything to the enemies anyway. Well, he might not kill them. I mean, if he uses Excalibur, he only does 1 damage. It's really sad, actually. Asamuni. Wow, that got one of them. Well, that's cool. We'll still get to use Mighty Guard and stuff. Oh, wow, it does, like, crazy stuff to us. Like, puts us in regen and, like, makes us float. That's awesome. Probably alters our stats and stuff, too. That's a really cool ability if you know, like... But we gotta end this fight before Quistis heals too much to use her limit break. Alright, we got 2 more left. Ray Bomb. See, now that sounds awesome. This is the one I had to get by mugging blitzes, and it was really hard. I seriously must have spent 2.5 hours looking for it. In the woods around Adia's house. That was not as awesome as I thought it was going to be. Alright everybody, we've been on the other end of this. We've never done this to something, so... Here it comes. Quistis' ultimate limit break. This is the greatest thing she can do. Look at that. And it looks just like it did when it happened to us, I guess, but... Oh, over 10,000 points of damage, though. That makes it awesome. I mean, just strategically, it's just awesome. Alright, we never got a chance to use this GF, so... Yeah, you can really see the Final Fantasy X version of this, because like he doesn't look like the Final Fantasy VII one does, but he looks like the Final Fantasy X one does. You can see how it kind of translates up. So there was Bahamut. Good stuff. He took those stupid unicorns out. Alright, Tonberry is not going to be as fun. We can boost him, which I think is really funny. He's exactly what you would expect. It summons a Tonberry. And he is a doink. That's awesome. He says doink too. It's not, the knife does not make that. He says doink. That was a speech bubble. At least that's my interpretation. Alright, so I think that's all the GFs. I think we've shown them all. I mean, I know we've seen Eden and Leviathan and Alexander and things like that, so I mean, I can't. Alright, so we've equipped the Devour ability, which... Ah, that's awesome. Tastes awful! Okay, so, there's a whole table you can look up of what eating certain monsters does to you in Devour. We're gonna keep trying it, though. See if we can get any... Oh, like the scene changes, the censored scene changes. I think that's hilarious that they censored... Oh, well, didn't work. So they censored us just, like, trying to gnaw on him and stuff. Alright, we have some other command abilities I want to look at and stuff. Things like... Well, some are not. We're not going to look at, like, treatment and revive. We're going to keep seeing if we can get different... Look at that censored scene. That's awesome. Like, because revive just brings you back from the dead, and treatment just removes abnormal status, and these are things that, like, we're really familiar with. I don't need to show them. I can just explain them. But there are things like Dark Side and Mad Rush and stuff, so... Oh, neat! I didn't know you could, run into these here. Okay. And Absorb is obviously... You do damage and absorb hit points. Oh, we have to show Kamikaze. Kamikaze is exactly like it sounds. It kills your character to do damage. Okay, well we don't need to do Absorb again, but we can do Mad Rush. Mad Rush puts everybody in like a boosted Berserk status, so you lose all ability to do anything but attack. But you're stronger as a result. So... But we're not gonna have any problem with that here. I mean, yeah, look. Well, there we go. Mad Rush is really like, it's a last resort deal. I think that's the idea. And you'd almost never need to use it, it's not. Alright! New enemies, yay! Now, Doom, when it works, puts a clock on somebody that destroys them when it counts down to nothing. I'm pretty sure. But that might not be true at all. But here comes Kamikaze. Look at that! 60,000 points of damage! And that's the power of that, but then we can't resurrect her until the battle's over. So, I mean, there's a downside to that, obviously. We have this shield on, and I think it's from eating something. That it just seems to have happened. That we're auto-shelled or something. Or auto-protected, I don't know. I can't explain it. So now we can bring Rinoa back to life. And so she could theoretically use Kamikaze in the next fight, too, if she wanted to. But, I mean, it's a pretty high price to pay. But, I mean, for crazy amounts of damage. There she is, good as new. Probably mad at us for making us do that. Alright, so like the last thing, I mean, well maybe not the last thing, but like, Dark Side triples your damage, but gives away a 1/10 of your hit points. See? So we took like 1,000 points of damage to triple our damage. Which again, you know, it's a trade-off, I guess. Alright, and so I want to show you this because we're going to change the Gilgamesh card into 10 Holy Wars. We're obviously back on the Ragnarok at this point, and then we're going to play cards against Zoo because pretty reliably you can get those 10 Holy Wars, and a Holy War makes your entire party invincible. You can get those 10 Holy Wars and then play her and just win the Gilgamesh card right back. Like, I've done this like 4 or 5 times, and every time I play her, she has the Gilgamesh card. It is not even, like, a question of whether or not she's going to have it. She's just had it every time. Well, no, because she'll play it first. There it is, look at that. See? And we're doing this in preparation for a rematch with the Omega Weapon. I'm going to beat the stupid Omega Weapon. And I'm going to do it by using, like, heroes and Holy Wars and stuff like that, because, like, I don't see why not. Like, just to show you it dying, essentially. And the proof of Omega, which is the thing you get for... So, anywho, we're gonna do that. And that'll be next video. So this is how you get unlimited Holy Wars if you want them. You get 100 heroes by modding Laguna's card. So there we go, we got the card back, we can mod it again. So, alright, I'll see you guys next video, which will be the last video of this LP. You guys, thanks for watching, and you take care.